Dekaron, or 2moons as some of you may know it, is a free-to-play MMORPG. First of all, some of you may ask, what's the difference between 2moons and Dekaron? Well, it's simple. AltTab Reviews started to play Acclaim's 2moons game a long time ago, only to find out that it would be a North America only game soon. This frustrated us, being from the UK, so we had to sit back and wait until something was done about it. 2moons is an adaptation of the original Korean Dekaron game, and when this became an America-only game, a clever company called GameHigh decided to host the servers for a European version, now known as Dekaron EU. This turned out to be an advantage as the ping was much lower, meaning we could enjoy the game with less lag. Well, where to start? What's Dekaron about? Okay, it's kinda complicated, but I'll give you the basic idea of the long story of Dekaron, or the 2moons. A war has waged for a millennia now, a stereotypical war between light and darkness. An ancient evil has awoken, the demon lord Caron and his deadly horde of monsters, also known as Pitborn. When the one who awoke them gave his life to lock Caron or himself away again, Caron learned of a new enemy, Trist, also known as the White Lady. He now vows revenge on the heart of innocent people. Your aim is to basically use magic and weapons in order to form a last alliance of men in order to decide the fate of Trist. Just like a lot of MMOs, this has a stereotypical story which generally no one seems to take any notice of or care about whatsoever. Occasionally we hear an NPC mention the White Lady, but it's not as if it's important. Okay, the graphics we think are unique. Dekaron looks as if it has very high quality textures and environments. However, when zoomed in, these can appear rather dull and plain, but a nice form of reflection is used, although when engrossed in the intense gameplay, these small things are rarely taken into account, whereas the insane particle effects and bloom is. The bloom really emphasises the power of the spells and attacks and keeps you highly involved. The gameplay is simple, yet very effective. When you start, you pick one of 6 classes. The Incar Magician, the Azure Knight, the Badgy Warrior, the Segnal, the Vicious Summoner, or the Sagitta Hunter. All of these have their own strengths and weaknesses, but used together they can be deadly. One of the massive defects which the game also has, which we're very disappointed in, is the fact that there is absolutely no character customization. You pick a class and a name, and then you spawn in the world surrounded by hundreds of people looking exactly the same as you. Even though these classes are very different in their own ways, they are all very similar to play as and level up. You have your basic level 1 skills, your second tier level 16 to 20 skills, your third tier level 32 plus moves, which can be extremely explosive. Then you have your level 51 moves and your level 80 plus moves. This game is largely based around AoE, or Area of Effect skills, meaning you and your party, or as many people as possible, pull a large crowd of mobs and obliterate them all in one go, leading to huge chunks of experience. The downfall to this style of levelling is it takes away the point of doing quests for XP. The only quests ever done are the ones that pay out money, which put straight are simply kill 100 of these, only leading to even more grinding. Although repetitive, the grinding and levelling can be fun as you meet new people, which are usually very friendly, and when you're a low level, you sometimes encounter one of my favourite in-game features: PKers. This PK, or player kill system, is designed that if you enter a high level area, anyone can attack you. However, they then become flagged, meaning anyone can attack them without penalty. This usually leads to flagged players getting mobbed by every high level character in the area, sometimes being a very funny sight. Extremely high level PKers can be very annoying. They kill you and then your entire party, and stand for hours outside your only spawn point entrance and wait for you to leave the spawn area, only to kill you again and again. Simply giving your high level guild friends a shout shouldn't be a problem. Another thing I love about this game is the fact that there is no overpowered premium users. They hope to bring out a premium shop in the Dekaron EU sooner or later, but this will only include costumes, giving no bonuses, large stacks of potions, and the occasional mount. This means a premium user only gets to look cool, but can still be killed by the more empty-pocketed of us in a duel. The linear roads can sometimes become very frustrating, but are countered by extremely large open areas. These are swarming with enemies just waiting to be encountered by an AoE party, which of course can be great fun. Okay, so I've talked about how great the grinding is in the game, but I haven't mentioned one of my favourite features. This game is unique, complete opposite to Flife or MapleStory. You hack up an enemy with your chosen spec character, but unlike most games, the enemy falls to the floor with pieces of blood spraying from every axe wound and arrow hole in its body, staining the floor and walls. This is one of the most satisfying things about the continuous grinding in the game, the blood and gore. This game is great. I could say so much more about it, but it must come to an end. Its great gameplay, however, can be repetitive, and its slightly dull but reflective graphics can be a little bit sore to the eye. We only recommend this game for the hardcore grinders who feel like setting to follow mode on the party leader and waiting until the crowd of mobs following gets big enough to start all weapons and spells blazing. But at the same time, you can always have a great laugh at the PKers. Because of its great gameplay, the slight repetitiveness and stupid amount of hackers in the early beta reaching high levels, we'd give this game an 8 out of 10.
If anyone samples this for a hardcore techno dance track, if anyone samples this